middle part of the year, Clark. How much are these teams looking to the future?
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's human nature to kind of look ahead. Coaches and players that are leaders on their respective teams have to keep themselves and their teammates in the moment. And that's part of the coach's responsibility, I think.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Marcus Smart out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 slot. James, that's good.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Inside. Here's George. And that one's drained from the low block.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to LaRavia. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by James.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
Here's Doncic. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And he makes it on the layup.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start to the middle. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
So it's Los Angeles now. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and Coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Coulibaly. Johnson's got 6. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Ayton, a screen on Johnson. Pass to James. Launches it. Doncic, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here's Middleton. It's Middleton finishing it off.
Chris Middleton is a bad, bad man. Loves giving it to the defense.
James against Middleton. Oh, and the jam by James.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. The Wizards with a lead. 1:49 left in the first. Up top, Johnson. Guarded by Doncic. Johnson with a bucket. Give him 8 points now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for Washington, Champagnie comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Carrington in for Coulibaly. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kleba comes in for James. Hachimura is checked in for LaRavia. And Vincent is subbed in for Doncic.
Hachimura has the ability to torch defenses from deep and continues to work on this area of his game.
Pass to Johnson. 1:07 left in the first. Floats one. 5 to shoot. Here's Carrington. Hachimura with a rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Here's Kleba. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Pass to Champagny. Back to George. From deep, Johnson. They get it back. And stolen by Hayes. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Johnson. Back to Carrington. Pass to Sarr. Over Hayes. The Wizards with another miss. Kleba passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Lakers on top. They're up by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson Hayes, Gabe Vincent out there with Dalton Connect. Then there's LeBron James, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Spins. Here's Carrington. James with the rebound.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Well, Dalton Connect, older than most from his class. You can see that in his game, Clark.
For sure. I mean, he came into the league, BA, at 23 years old, so you would expect some seasoning to be part of his package. I mean, there was a polish to his game that younger players often don't have, and because of that, he was able to make a pretty immediate impact on his team.
The Lakers lead by 10. Vincent outside, launches a 3, counted from distance. Vincent's got 6 points.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Smith, he's checked in for Connect. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. In the third spot, Los Angeles.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Koulibaly knocks down the triple.
That's the advantage of playing inside out.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Hachimura. Beyond the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
It's rebounded by Washington, coming off a win against the Blazers.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
James passes to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James can't get it to go. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 11, and their first look at this year's Lakers squad. Carrington, no good.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
And he lobs it up, and stolen by Bagley. And the deficit down inside single digits.
And that's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
The Lakers lead by 9. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, we've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Back to Carrington, right wing. Bagley passes to Middleton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Graham?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable. Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Sar's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Carrington. And the Lakers also making a switch. Luka Doncic is checked in for Vincent. Middleton outside. Pass to Johnson. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Here's Sar using his post moves to get the 2 points. Sar's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, you just cannot let Sar get that ball inside.
And here's Doncic outside. Luka! Lethal!
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Johnson's got 10 points in the game. Doncic on the wing. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hits a three-pointer.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
It's stolen by Doncic. Here's Hachimura. 1 second left. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's their three-point accuracy that has helped them build such a healthy lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they...
Let's go back now and talk about the first half. LeBron James has been asserting himself in a big way.
I feel like we've done this a million times, maybe 1,000,001. Talk about LeBron having a huge first half, but the man is ageless. There's only one king, and it's him.
Talking about LeBron on our halftime show, a tradition since 2003. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
George out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Sar, then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Johnson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keith.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Johnson on the wing. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Coulibaly. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Coulibaly's got 5 now.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
From the top of the key, and it's Smart missing. Wizards trail by 14. Outside Coulibaly, down low. Here's Middleton, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
James is checked in for Smart. That free throw good from Middleton.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
10th in fast break points. And when you look at team scoring, they finished in the top half of the league. Not bad, not great, just right in the middle.
And to have a great field goal percentage, you have to show great patience and judgment. These guys are coached to think through every play. And the first one at the line is good.
Entering the league with that James last name, lots of pressure on Bronny. But he's a guy who is used to being in the spotlight under the microscope.
Both free throws good from James. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Middleton. Clock at 6. Back to Coulibaly. Washington needs to get off a shot. Johnson for 3. James with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 13. James outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Doncic against Johnson. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's James on the wing. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Carrington, he's checked in for George. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for DeAndre Ayton.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
Johnson against James. Here's Johnson. 12 points for him. 4 on the clock.
2 minutes.
Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
From deep, here's Doncic. Rebounded by Johnson. The Wizards trail by 12. Coulibaly with it. Power it home!
Oh, wow! B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Pass to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Carrington. 1:15 left to play in the 3rd quarter here. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Sarr. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. And it's Laravia missing. Outside Johnson. Here's Carrington. Nails it from beyond the arc. Carrington's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
For 3, James. Rebound, Washington. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Johnson. For 3. James with the rebound. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Shoots over Johnson. And there's James on the assist from James. James has got 13. Now here's Johnson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles. Now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Maxi Kleber out there with LeBron James. Then it's Gabe Vincent. Then there's Hayes.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And for Washington, they're shooting it well at 59%. Pass to Riley. From behind the arc. George, that one's good.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Kleber, screen on George. And finished off by Kleber.
Unselfish play by LeBron right there. He really values keeping others involved.
And we've got a timeout from Ryan Keefe. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Sarr's checked in for Washington. The Lakers making a switch here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Shots good by Carrington. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Here's Timmy. From about 19, again the Lakers score. Wizards trail by 11. Pass to Riley. The 3. Nails it from 3. Riley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ball stolen. George against James. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Well, Sarr is already used to attracting defensive contact, and this time he manages to finish right through.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
It's money from deep.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
The Wizards trail by 8. Outside Johnson. And there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
With the floater. And up and in on the layup.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. At one point, they led by 16. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
From about 16. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Johnson. Yes, sir. Count it.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Defensive foul. Jackson Hayes. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Johnson. One shot.
Free throw dropped for Johnson. Los Angeles leading by 7. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. It's James with the drive. Banks it home. Big shot.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
Johnson. Oh, perfect step back.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. James outside. Arabia right side. And he nails it.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Lakers.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LeBron James.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Timeout called, the Wizards. They're behind by 9.
Wizards dancer.
Johnson inside, guarded by Doncic. And he racks up 2. Here's Doncic. James outside. 35 seconds left in the fourth. The shot is money.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cash it in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Doncic. It's in! So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
LeBron, it's been a long road trip away from home. Aside from wins, what are you looking to accomplish?
Well, for us, I think it's great to be on the road. I mean, it's just us. You know, you kind of have like a bunker mentality when it's just you on the road. It's just us. That's it. You know, so we're far away from our home. So it's just, you know, like I said, it's all about us and how we continue to try to get better, especially with our young guys. You know, I think it's a good experience for all of them.
Growing that mentality will definitely...